presidential candidate seeking sack of Tinubu. Police operatives reject 66 million naira bribe, arrest two suspected international fraudsters in Lagos. Oyo gets lion's share from newly distributed VAT revenue. Ekiti PDP crisis deepens as Fayoshi's loyalists face disqualification from state congresses. Now, dive into these stories. The Supreme Court today fined former presidential candidate Ambrose Albert Owuru 5 million naira for filing what it deemed a baseless and vexatious lawsuit to sack President Bola Tinubu. Justice Wadi Musa Abaji, who presided over the case, dismissed Owuru's suit seeking Tinubu's removal from office and directed the court's registry to reject any future summons from Owuru. Owuru ran for the presidency in 2019 under the Hope Democratic Party against former President Muhammadu Buhari, alleged that he won the 2019 election and that the Supreme Court wrongly dismissed his case against Buhari's re-election and Tinubu's swearing in for being statute barred without considering the substance of his case at the time. The court also criticized Owuru's conduct, calling it unbefitting of a lawyer with over 40 years of experience, before ordering him to pay the 5 million naira fine to President Bola Tinubu. Away from that court case, the National Bureau of Statistics has unveiled the inflation data for November 2024, showing how the rate rose from 33.88% in October to 34.60% in November 2024. According to the report, the increase in November was by 0.72% as well as by 6.40% when compared with the report of November 2023. The NBS noted that older stats implied that in November 2024, the rate of increase in the average price level was slightly lower than the rate of increase in the average price level in October 2024. The report also disclosed that Nigeria's food inflation was 39.93%, caused by increases in prices of yam, water yam, cocoa yam, guinea corn, maize, grains, rice, beer, palm oil, and vegetable oil. In the Center of Excellence, the Lagos State Traffic Management Authority, last month led by General Manager Olaleko Bakarioke, has confirmed the death of one person following a tragic collision involving a Ford bus and a Mercedes truck on the Lagos Third Mainland Bridge. It was gathered that the accident, which occurred at Ilubiri in Botsura this morning, also left about 4 persons injured. Offering condolences to the bereaved family, Bakarioke highlighted the importance of road safety, especially as the festive season approaches. He also appealed to drivers, particularly those operating heavy-duty vehicles, to avoid speeding and ensure that their vehicles are in top condition before embarking on journeys. And on security matters, the Zone 2 Police Command in Lagos has arrested 2 suspected international fraudsters specializing in forging foreign certificates and defrauding victims online. This was confirmed by Assistant Inspector General of Police in the zone, Adegoke Fayade, who identified the suspects as 23-year-old Elvis and a 24-year-old Kelly. According to Fayade, the suspects who forged certificates from Ghanaian and other African institutions allegedly offered 66 million naira to operatives with a view to free them, but the offer was turned down. Apprehended at a bus stop near a 5-star hotel in Lekki after operatives of the Anti-Corruption Unit tracked them from Murtala Mohammed International Airport, the duo were said to have acquired luxury cars and mansions with proceeds from their illicit activities. The items recovered from them include certificates from a certain Blue Crest College, Ghana, and Academic City College ID cards, as well as other fake documents used to perpetrate the alleged crime. Moving on to council matters in Lagos, the executive chairman, Ifako Jaye local government, Usman Akabi Hamzat, has asked the legislative arm to swiftly scrutinize and pass the 10.017 billion naira budget of prosperity for 2025. Speaking with newsmen after the presentation of the appropriation bill, Hamzat said the budget comprised key allocations for education, health, infrastructure, youth empowerment, environmental sustainability, and security.
We have carefully had our consultations with the stakeholders in the local government to make sure we prepare this budget. So the budget is actually to work more on our EAT agenda, which aligns with the Mr. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu Teams Plus agenda. We will be doing more in the aspect of health, is the education, is the empowerment of the aged, widows, and the youth in the local government to develop more infrastructure. As you know that this year, 2024, we have actually constructed, we have done a lot of projects. We have over 80 to 90 projects that we've done in the local government, and we are still counting. I want to assure the residents of Fakojayi that we'll continue to deliver on the performance of our campaigns.
Noting that the budget will allow for school upgrades, road infrastructure, healthcare support, and business empowerment schemes, the chairman stressed the need for swift budget approval to ensure timely implementation of the projects. And now, Surulere is undoubtedly one of the most iconic areas in Lagos State, known not just for its busy neighborhoods, but also for its influence on pop culture. With such significance, it was no surprise that Surulere Day 2024 was indeed a fiesta in Surulere, where residents and visitors gathered to celebrate the heritage of the area this year. Our correspondent Olushola Morris was on ground to capture the spirit of the event and brings us some bits of details from the 7-day event.
The day began with inspiring symposium at Teslim Balogun Stadium, where participants reflect on the importance of culture and unity. Speaking at the symposium held at Teslim Balogun Stadium in Surulere, the chairman of Surulere local government area in Lagos State, Sulaiman Yusuf, said that Surulere Day is a celebration of unity, bringing together people from various backgrounds to honor their ancestral home.
So Surulere is the hub of Nigeria. We've experienced those days. So we are bringing all of them back on board to showcase Surulere, so that people will start coming to come and celebrate Surulere every December. Like they used to go to Calabar, go to Judeoba, go to Rotterdam Carnival. Surulere has started.
As noted earlier, the chairperson of the Surulere Day Committee, Omotayo Gbajabiamila, noted that Surulere had to be celebrated, having been the roots of several leaders and entertainers who are expected to make appearances during the 6-day event.
Oh, we are having a lot of fun. Today is like encouraging the youth to know what to do to become better people in the future. Tomorrow there's going to be talent hunt where we are going to let them exhibit some of their talents so we can draw out of them the tomorrow Davido, tomorrow Wizkid. They came from Surulere. And then the third day we're going to have a fashion show, and there's a fun fair where they're buying and selling at stadium. Then we have the old school night where we're going to all dress in old school, and we have Wasiu playing. And then the grand finale, we have it's been held, we have award and gala night.
As participants danced to the loud, bubbly music, the other part of the National Stadium was sparkling with street fair, showcasing local businesses and artisans. Some residents of Surulere local government who attended the event expressed their joy at being able to participate in the celebration.
Okay, I feel excited and I'm very privileged for this opportunity to be here today, celebrating our great local government, Surulere. No, actually, I'm not from Surulere, but I've lived in Surulere all my life. I would like to say a big thank you to the chairman for all he has done, for all he's doing and all he's yet to do, because it's really an opportunity. All he has done has really impacted my life and that of many, so I'm really grateful.
We start using stop jobs. We should women should reach 26 years and women should reach 24.
Knowing how busy traffic can be on celebration days and to ensure law and order, representatives from the NDLA, Customs, and the Lagos State Traffic Management Authority, last man, General Manager Olalekan Bakareoki, highlighted measures put in place.
Safety starts from you and I. And if you look at it generally, the children happen to be soft targets when it comes to safety. And part of the United Nations Charter of 1984 is clearly states that all parents and guardians must at all times give care and adequate protection to all children.
If you miss Surulere Day this year, next year may be the opportunity you have to feel this iconic reference of pop culture as well as the spirit and party energy of Lagos. Olushola Morris for Adamimogo, Lagos.
With all that energy bubbling underneath, we should definitely look forward to Surulere Day 2025. With that report, we now move to Ogun State, where the state government has announced plans to vaccinate 420,000 cattle against anthrax within the next 3 months as a proactive measure to prevent possible outbreaks. Director of Ogun State Veterinary Service, Dr. Taiwo Jolaosho, disclosed this today, noting that the vaccination exercise began last week in Itori, a Wekoro local government area, with 250 cattle already vaccinated. According to him, the vaccination is merely a preventive measure and does not imply an anthrax outbreak in the state. It further disclosed that the vaccination exercise is a collaborative effort between the state and federal governments, with the federal government supplying the vaccines. And with that report from Ogun State, we will now turn to our Ibadan studios, where Fortune Omoshola is on standby to give us updates on how Oyo State is enjoying the largesse from the latest value-added tax distribution. Hello, Fortune. Hope Oyo State is bubbling this afternoon.
I'm going to look for handing over to our studio here in Ibadan. Or your state, yes, it's quite better than we as well. Hello, good afternoon, and thanks for joining in for the network broadcast of Southwest today from Adamimogo 105.1 FM Ibadan. My name is Fortune Omoshola, and these are some of the stories we are tracking from the Payseta State. Good afternoon, and thanks for joining in for the network broadcast of Southwest today from Adamimogo 105.1 FM Ibadan. My name is Fortune. The Oyo State government has been listed among the states that earned the lion's share from the recently distributed value-added tax VAT revenue out of the 5.78 trillion naira shared by the Federation Accounts Allocation Committee (FAAC) between January and November 2024. Lagos, Rivers, Oyo, and the FCT earned 4.183 trillion naira as a share, while the 33 other states shared 1.534 trillion naira. Out of their cut, Oyo State got 5.2%, amounting to over 297 billion naira. Recall that the VAT sharing formula took a controversial turn recently after the introduction of a new tax reform bill, which proposes radical changes to the current sharing formula. And still related to Oyo's economy, the state government is collaborating with a private entertainment outfit to host the maiden edition of a New Year's Eve countdown event to welcome the year 2025. The event, with the theme celebrating culture, creativity, and unity, will be held simultaneously on December 30 and 31, 2024, in key cities and towns across the 3 senatorial districts of Oyo State. This plan is homegrown to enhance the tourism sector and drive economic growth in Oyo State. The festival director, Dario Fashasi, is a brother to late popular artist Sound Sultan, who informed that the event will showcase the talent and creativity of local artists and performers from across the state. This position was affirmed by the State Commissioner for Culture and Tourism, Dr. Wasiu Olatuboso, who expressed commitment and excitement about the state's partnership with the entertainment company. And still in Oyo State, government has taken stock of 20 compressed natural gas powered buses from the federal government that was delivered a while ago. Chairman and sole administrator of Payseta Transport Service, PTS, Honorable Ibrahim Salami, also called Diko, accepted the buses at the PTS office in Ibadan, the state capital. Speaking earlier, Program Director of the Presidential Compressed Natural Gas Initiative, Michael Oluwagbemi, reiterated that the gas-powered vehicles will promote a safer, cleaner, and more reliable means of transportation.
Cost of transportation will start to moderate, especially on the routes where these buses are running. We expect and we have the confidence in the Pace Center Transport Services. So as we start this program in Oyo State, we are taking this program to Lagos State tomorrow. Next week, we'll be taking this program to FCT and taking it to Kwara State. And that's how we're going to be covering all the states of Nigeria in the next 24 months.
The 20 buses are expected to be deployed immediately to parks and garages to support commercial mass transit services. To other matters, there is an air of dissatisfaction among poultry farmers in Oyo State due to poor sales being recorded ahead of the Christmas season. Chairman, Livestock and Poultry Farmers Union in the state, Josiah Adebola, who expressed this worry, attributed the decline in poultry sales to the increasing cost of poultry feeds, drugs, and other related items. According to him, the unabated high cost of these items impacted the cost of chicken and a consequent decline in demand. The poultry farmer described the situation as hurtful to the poultry and livestock business. As we speak, depending on location and size, the price of chicken is undulating between 15 and 20,000 naira. In a rather sad update, a midnight blaze has left behind serious economic disaster in Dugbe area within Ibadan metropolis. 3 shops were consumed by the fire before the swift intervention of the State Fire Service saved 13 others. The weekend blaze began around midnight behind a branch of a popular bank in Dugbe, which was caused by burning refuse left unattended by occupants of a particular premise. Reports say no lives were lost, but properties and goods worth millions of naira were destroyed. That's the size of our package on Southwest today from Adamimogo 105.1 FM Ibadan. We say thank you for listening. I am Fortune Omoshola. Let's now join our Ekiti studio, Adamimogo 107.7 FM Ido Ekiti, for the rest of the package. Good afternoon. Livestock business. As we speak, depending on location and size, the price of chicken is undulating between 15 and 20,000 naira. In a rather sad update, a midnight blaze has left behind serious economic disaster in Dugbe area within Ibadan metropolis. 3 shops were consumed by the fire before the swift intervention of the State Fire Service saved 13 others. The weekend blaze began around midnight behind a branch of a popular bank in Dugbe, which was caused by burning refuse left unattended by occupants of a particular premise. Reports say no lives were lost, but properties and goods worth millions of naira were destroyed. That's the size of our package on Southwest today from Adamimogo 105.1 FM Ibadan. We say thank you for listening. I am Fortune Omoshola. Let's now join our Ekiti studio, Adamimogo 107.7 FM Ido Ekiti, for the rest of the package. Good afternoon.
Many thanks, Fortune, and welcome to Adamimogo 107.7 FM Ido Ekiti. We now take our own package of the Southwest today. The Ekiti State Government has launched a groundbreaking agricultural initiative titled the Agricultural Option TAO at Ekiti State University, EXU. The initiative, which was a collaboration between the Ekiti State Government, EXU's Faculty of Agriculture, and Agro-Mall, is aimed to revolutionize the agricultural ecosystem in the state. Speaking at the event, which was held at EXU campus in Ado Ekiti recently, Chairman of Agro-Mall Niyi Ojuolakwe said TAO is designed to enhance students' education through active participation in commercial agriculture, promote university-led agricultural research, and accelerate economic development in Ekiti State. He added that the Agro-Mall has pledged a 5 billion naira initiative capital for the project to establish farming clusters, processing facilities, business infrastructure, and operational system.
How did we come about with 1,000 students? It's because, one, we are taking it to scale. We are thinking, that's why we are looking at 5,000 hectares of land. We divide it among the students, give them the land, give them everything they will need in order to succeed. And then we will begin to monitor, along with the faculty. They have their teachers, their lecturers. They are the ones that are going to be telling them, so if you do it well, you pass. If you don't do it well, you don't pass. That is one. Then number two, we are using cutting-edge technology. That's what I said. Technology we are using is such that in our office.
Special guest of honor, Ekiti State Governor Biodun Yebanje, in his remarks says the development marked the beginning of a new era in agricultural development in Ekiti, assuring his administrative support to the initiative and actualization of the idea.
To the promoter of Agro Discovery and Extension Limited, led by my very good friend and brother, Ambassador Neil Dolape, for having his community and alma mater at heart while developing this initiative. I was told this will be the first in Nigeria and even in Africa, where private entity will be collaborating with institutions, university to create wealth for the students.
On his part, the Vice Chancellor of EXU, Professor Joseph Ayo Dele, reiterated the positive and transformative impact of Tau Agricultural Development Cluster at EXU and its potential for national agriculture and economic development. And as the People's Democratic Party (PDP) in Ekiti State is gearing up for its state congresses scheduled to hold between January 18 and February 18, 2025, indications have emerged that the loyalists of former Governor Ayodele Fayose and members of the caretaker committee of the party may clash over the planned congresses. According to the chairman of the caretaker committee, Daria Adeleke, Fayose's loyalists who have received appointment from the current APC government in the state will be disqualified from participating in the congresses, explaining that the committee is not working with any factions or groups, but rather with members of the party who are willing to unite and work for the success of Ekiti PDP. Speaking to newsmen, Adeleke noted that aspirants who have collected forms for various offices must submit them on Monday, December 16, 2024, with emphasis that the congresses will be conducted without any distractions and that the committee will ensure a free and fair process. The outcome of the congresses will determine the leadership of the PDP in Ekiti State and may have implications for the party's prospect in future elections. The Federal University Oye-Ekiti Fuoye has achieved a significant milestone with the National Universities Commission (NUC) approving 14 new undergraduate and postgraduate programs for the institutions. A statement released by the Special Advisor Media to the Vice Chancellor Wole Balogun revealed that, according to a letter signed by Mr. Abubakar M. Gyari, Acting Director of Academics Planning, on behalf of the Executive Secretary, the Acting Executive Secretary has approved the establishment of the following full-time undergraduate and postgraduate program to commence at the main campus of the university from 2024-2025 academic session. The newly approved programs, which will commence in the 2024-2025 academic session, include 3 undergraduate degrees: BEng Information and Communication Engineering, BEng Software Engineering and Cybersecurity. For postgraduate studies, the approved programs are PGDE Education, PGD Science Education, PGD Criminology and Security Studies, PGD Education Management. Additionally, the university will now offer PhD in Science Education and PhD in Criminology and Security Studies, among others. And in neighboring Ondo State, the state APC youth have sued for calm over an attack on the party secretariat by unknown persons during the weekend in Akure, the state capital. Through its leader, Adeyemo Olalekan, the youth strongly condemned the development, stressing that it goes against democratic principles and party rules. He, however, called for calm as regards the dastardly act of some miscreants that committed the offense. Olalekan urged security agencies to take proactive measures to arrest those responsible and their sponsors. He also debunked allegations against State Chairman Ade Adetimayin, calling them false and unfounded, assuring that efforts are underway to apprehend those behind the incident. And that's how much we can give on Southwest today here in Adamimogo 107.7 FM, Ido Ekiti. My name is Oladoyin Ayegbusi. We now head back to Lagos for Sam Olugbemini, who is standing by.
Seven FM in Ido Ekiti. Once again, I'm Sam Lugbemine. See you next Monday.